As Chinese President Xi Jinping's motorcade arrived at the Kremlin in Moscow, he was greeted by officials before making his way to see the man he traveled to talk to. Russian President Vladimir Putin calls Xi a dear friend.
Господин председатель, дорогой друг, добро пожаловать в Россию, в Москву.
Dear Chairman, dear friend, welcome to Russia, to Moscow. I'm glad to have an opportunity, now in person, to congratulate you on re-election as the leader of China, Putin said, his words being translated into Mandarin. China's goal for the visit is to deepen economic ties with an ally Xi sees as a useful counterweight to the West, and to promote Beijing's role as a potential peacemaker in Ukraine. Xi was the first leader to meet the Russian president since the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for him on Friday over the deportation of Ukrainian children to Russia during its one-year invasion of Ukraine.
It is really a very sad occasion and a very somber occasion that for the first time ever, judges of the International Criminal Court, of any court, have felt it necessary to issue warrants against a leader and senior state officials from a permanent member of the Security Council that are founders, that have wonderful histories, but also that are supposed to be guardians of the UN Charter.
This story, of course, has also a flip side, a darker side, which shows that even the president of a country, permanent member of the UN Security Council, could be a war criminal.
Russia is presenting Xi's trip, his first since securing an unprecedented third term this month, as evidence that it has a powerful friend in its standoff with a hostile West. The two men had informal talks today in which Putin told Xi that he is aware of his peace plan for settling the conflict in Ukraine, respects it, and is open to negotiations. China has released a broad 12-point proposal to solve the Ukraine crisis, while strengthening relations with Moscow. Beijing has repeatedly dismissed Western accusations that it is planning to arm Russia, but says it wants a closer energy partnership after boosting imports of Russian coal, gas, and oil. Lawmakers around the world say China's intentions are not as pure as Xi makes them out to be. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken denounced Xi's visit to Russia, saying the timing shows Beijing is emboldening the Kremlin.
President Xi is traveling to Russia days after the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for President Putin, suggests that China feels no responsibility to hold the Kremlin accountable for the atrocities committed in Ukraine, and instead of even condemning them, it would rather provide diplomatic cover for Russia to continue to commit those very crimes.
The three-day trip viewed by the West as a powerful show of support for Putin. World leaders will keep a close eye on developments and watch for any signs that China is moving forward with providing military aid to Russia. Tomorrow, the more serious conversations will happen.